the German government is in full-blown panic mode. BYD, NIO, MG, and even Aura just set new sales records in Germany. And now we've discovered this secret plan by the German government to subsidize internal combustion powered vehicles. Within a few years' time, the German government plans on removing subsidies for electric cars and putting that money into the production of internal combustion. Germany is so worried about its automotive industry. It's so worried about electrification that it plans to subsidize not EVs. It will cancel all EV subsidies. And in 2035, it will offer incentives for internal combustion. Just let that sink in. This is an official report from the German government. I'm not making this up. I'm going to provide a link in the description. The German finance minister plans tax breaks for cars powered by synthetic fuels. You know what synthetic fuels are? Gasoline and diesel. You know what happens when you put gasoline and diesel in your car and it comes out of the exhaust? It poisons you. And Germany's finance minister plans on subsidizing internal combustion in 2035, but they will end EV subsidies many years before then. If that isn't some serious concern about losing their automotive industry, then I don't know what is. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Recently, there's been a lot of alarm in Germany. There's been articles coming out from the mainstream media saying, what will we do when we lose our automotive industry? CEOs of German car companies have been getting very concerned. BMW CEO Oliver Zips has been voicing his distress about Chinese EVs that are going to flood the market, could potentially annihilate the German automotive industry. So, as a result, Germany's finance minister plans tax breaks for cars powered by synthetic fuels, but this could happen well before 2035. In fact, what is likely to happen from what I can see from this new bill is that so-called e-fuels, which is a joke because it's still petrol and diesel, basically any synthetic fuel is just using carbon dioxide already in the air, right? Or you extracting carbon from wherever and then offsetting it. It's basically just an offset. There's no difference. It's still burning. You're still burning gasoline. You're still burning diesel. You're still basically poisoning people in cities. Anyhow, Germany's finance minister Christian Lindner wants to ensure that combustion engine cars powered by synthetic fuels enjoy the same tax advantages as EVs, but Germany does plan on ending those advantages for EVs. A draft bill outlining the plan is already in an advanced stage, and the Free Democrat Party, or FDP, plans to table it in the autumn, ministry sources have said. Lindner's concept involves exemptions from vehicle taxes and changes to tax rules governing company cars. In addition, Lindner wants to push for a low EU energy rate for synthetic fuels, which are also referred to as e-fuels, and for exempting them from sales tax as soon as possible. Now, obviously, there's just no possible way to know if in 2035, when people buy a new car and they say they're going to use it for e-fuels, there's no way of knowing if they actually will do that, because a 2035 car that runs on e-fuels will also run on non-e-fuels. So there's just no possible way that this would actually work in the real world. Anyhow, ministry officials said that climate protection can only be achieved with innovation and without prescribing a particular technology. Starting to sound like Toyota now, aren't they? Adding that e-fuels are an opportunity to reduce carbon dioxide emissions in existing vehicles. Now, exactly how this would help you, I don't know, because the whole point of getting internal combustion vehicles out of cities is to save people's lives, basically, to prevent them from getting cancer, to prevent them from getting sick from the emissions. We know that the particulates that come from diesel vehicles, and now we know also from petrol vehicles, we know categorically they do cause cancer. This is not a question fact. I don't think any super right-wing people are even arguing against this. This is too much science to say that this is what's happening. So this is basically going to continue based on what Germany wants to do. They want to continue this because, of course, they're concerned, like they said there, that focusing on one technology, EVs, means that the German automotive industry will just disappear. German Transport Minister Volker Wissing, also a member of the FDP, expressed doubts that electric mobility will prevail as the most important drive system worldwide. In other words, the government is saying, well, EVs, they're not the future. The race for the car drive of the future is completely open, Wissing told The Bild on Sonntag on the eve of the car show IAA in Munich, where his ministry organises an e-fuel conference. His ministry organised an e-fuel conference. The government of Germany is organising an e-fuel conference. Right. We cannot possibly predict today which technology will prevail in 2040. Possibly e-fuels and hydrogen fuel cells will play a bigger role than some would like, he said. Right. Under intense pressure from the FDP, the German government earlier this year enraged European partners by insisting on exceptions for synthetic fuels in the EU's push for climate-friendly cars. These fuels, made with renewable electricity, could throw a lifeline to combustion engines, but they are considered an unsuitable option for most experts because they are highly inefficient compared to electric motors and still cause the same emissions as internal combustion engine vehicles do, running on normal fuels. Critics also warn that e-fuels for cars are a pipe dream that could delay the transition to clean mobility. Now keep in mind, e-fuels are also incredibly expensive. It's estimated they'll cost between 5 to 15 times more than fuel costs today. So the whole trick here will be people buy a car in Germany or in Europe or wherever, pretending that they're going to use e-fuels. And they'll just drive to their local gasoline station and fill it up with whatever they will feel like. There's no way of possibly policing this idea. They know this. The German government know this. The European Union know this. This is a loophole they know is going to be exploited to the max. Now, I actually don't think any of this really matters. The truth is, electric cars will be cheaper than gasoline-powered cars in 2030 for a variety of reasons. Euro 7 emissions are one of them. Euro 7 emissions mean very hard for manufacturers to actually get the emissions in their cars to meet these regulations. Very, very difficult to do so. In fact, as far as I know, they're struggling with this right now. And they're also struggling with the concept of it having to invest billions of dollars into a technology that they know categorically, despite the fear in the German government's voice here and in their clearly in their decision making, they know that it's going to disappear. They know the internal combustion engine is finished. It doesn't matter what the government wants to do. It doesn't matter what Porsche wants to do. It doesn't matter what the Volkswagen Group wants to do or Toyota wants to do. The truth is the future of the automotive industry is electric. In fact, it's even come to the point where now experts are saying it's finished for heavy duty trucking. It's electric. I've got a new video coming on why that is and how Mercedes-Benz, PACCAR, all the major trucking companies, Kenworth, MAN, Tesla, Volvo, they're all going, it's EV. We know it is. Hydrogen is done. It's finished. The same thing will happen with the car. BMW, the German government, Toyota, well, they're all hoping that hydrogen will pay off. The German government is just hoping it doesn't lose its automotive industry. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching.